Hello, viewers of Earth. I'm Avatar04 here, starting out my first video as a part of my KORRATHON for Book 1 Air. So, pretty much, my KORRATHON for this season is going to be just like a marathon of videos, one each day unless something comes up and I can't make a video. I'll get all reviews about all 12 episodes 1 through 12 of Book 1 Air of Legend of Korra, pretty much every day. So today I will be reviewing episode 1, Welcome to Republic City. So I think this was a very good startup, kind of a launching point, because it kind of introduced you to this new modernized world without going too much detail. I mean, really, they could tell you what happened in like 6 episodes, like just to sum it all up. But I think they did a pretty good job with it. A lot of things has changed. It's 70 years later, and there's a new Avatar, Avatar Korra, and pretty much the episode starts off with the White Lotus, going to Korra's house in the Southern Water Tribe, and in search of the new Avatar, because sadly Avatar Aang has passed, and they're looking for their new Avatar, and they find Korra, and they know right from the moments they see her, bending all like the first 3 elements, that she is the Avatar, because only one person can bend more than one element. It's kind of obvious. So they take her in and they start her training. And then you jump forward 16, 17 years into the future, and you see her having already mastered water bending and earth bending completely, and she was practicing for her fire bending test. So yeah, she passed the firebending test, and you get to see an elderly Katara, one of my favorite characters from the original series, well, probably my favorite, and it was really nice to see her again. And she is kind of saddened that Aang is gone, her true love, but she wanted to kind of help out the new Avatar, since she's kind of connected to Aang in one way, so it kind of makes her feel kind of like Aang's with her. I guess that's why. It was kind of sweet. Yeah, anyway, she taught her water bending. I don't know who her earthbending teacher was, but anyway. Now, she is told that Tenzin, Aang and Katara's youngest son, who is an airbender, is going to teach her now. He lives in Republic City, which I'll get to in a minute, and yeah, so that's when the main storyline kind of falls into place. Tenzin and his family go to the Southern Water Tribe and meet up with Korra and Katara, and Korra's ready to go because she thinks she's going to the city to train with Tenzin, but sadly something's come up in the city and it's not safe for her to go there. So he says, your airbending training will have to wait. So of course she is sad, and she wants to get more fighting styles, just because the hot-headed, rebellious, fierce Avatar she is. She wants to go ahead and get out there and master all the elements quickly. But anyway, she has to wait. She's like, okay. Then they leave, and then of course, being rebellious like she is, she's like, no, I'm not going to take this. I'm going to Republic City anyway. So she packs her bags, takes her polar bear dog, Naga, and together they go to Republic City on like a ship. But anyway, that's not really important. She gets to Republic City, that's what's truly important. And then she goes through all this. She isn't used to the, like, Republic City. Let's just start out there. A city founded after sometime between the 2 series. We don't know when yet. I think it was like when they were still young, but Aang and Zuko found them after the series ended. They founded it and made it like emblem of peace and harmony in the world, where benders and non-benders of all the nations can come together and have fun, regular lives, living together, and just harmony. But yeah, it's way different than Korra is used to. She's used to, like, the Southern Water Tribe, ice buildings, all that. Not busy, no streets, no cars. But when she gets there, she sees, like, streets filled with automobiles, which are their cars, if you didn't know, and, like, a lot of people. It's like a metropolis, kind of like a 1920s Hong Kong meets New York thing, and it's really opposite to what she's used to. She doesn't know how to fit in. She tries to, but she just doesn't. Her Naga feels out of place. And then she finds herself getting into trouble. I won't, like, say all the details, but... And she goes to the police. She meets up with the police chief. Well, actually, she is brought there because of the trouble she brought to the city, but... And the chief is Toph's daughter. We don't know who her dad is yet, but hopefully we'll find out soon. Lin Beifong is her name, and she's just awesome, let me tell you. And she's the leader of the police force. She took over from Toph after she died. And yeah, Tenzin comes out and, like, bails her out and so forth, and tells her that he is very unhappy that she disobeyed his orders and the orders of the White Lotus. Yeah, and he sends her back to the Sun and Water Tribe. Well, tries to. Then, of course, happy ending. He's like, sorry, I had a brain fart. He's like, you can stay here on Air Temple Island train with me. Of course, she's happy, yes, happy ending. Then she goes into the city, tells the press of the city that she's their new avatar. She'll support them in every way she can. She doesn't really have a plan yet because she is, of course, still in training, but she's there to help them, and she's their friend, kind of like that, like, welcome to the city kind of thing. And then you were introduced to the main villain of the series and some of his minions, Amon and the Equalist, wahahaha. And he says they have to speed up their plans. Then the episode is over. So it kind of leaves a cliffhanger, like, oh my gosh, what is he? Who is he? What are their plans? Who are they? What are they doing? Why are they doing it? So it was a big cliffhanger. I really liked it. The villain of this season really is kind of terrifying. It actually scared me at the thought of it. I'll get down onto that as we go to further episodes, but yeah, overall, that was a kind of brief summary, well, it was brief, of episode 1, Welcome to Republic City, and I guess this episode is it's not really one of my favorites of the season, so, like, in a whole, but it is really good, of course. It's Avatar made, the Avatar creator, so it has to be kind of good. But anyway, it's really good. Be sure to check out the KORRATHON episode 2, A Leaf in the Wind, tomorrow. So, yeah. Be sure to continue watching my KORRATHON, and I hope to do it once again. I'll still make videos, but I'll pause the KORRATHON until Book 2 comes on, then so forth. Every episode for Book 2, then Book 3, then Book 4, kind of like that. But anyway, keep watching the KORRATHON. You guys rock. Please keep commenting, and I want to hear your comments. I really like hearing your comments. Ask me questions, suggest things you want me to review, Avatar related, and I'll see if I can get them. Anyway, thanks for watching, and keep watching the KORRATHON.